it's your boy Ricky here with Bromero Cards. I hope you're doing well today and thank you so much for being here. I am excited today because I will be showing off a product from the latest release from Simon Says Stamp, Seasons of Wonder 2023. Now, along with this set that I'm going to be using today, I'm also going to be using some products from the Rainbow Splash release that came out about a month ago. So we're going to be using some colors from there with the ink pads. We're also going to be using some products from last year and also an embossing folder from Rainbow Splash. So yeah, it's going to be fun. It's going to be a Christmas card, of course. It's October 5th, so of course it's time for Christmas. You know, come on, hello, it's card making season. But anyway, before we go down and take a look at everything we're going to be using today, I just want to ask you to please thumbs up this video, subscribe to my channel, click that bell so that you know a new video is coming out, and leave some comments down below so that I can have a chit chat with you guys. So let's go ahead, go down to the desk and take a look to see what we're going to be playing with today. All right. So we are going to be using this stamp set called Fresh Air Holiday Tree. So it's a layering set. We're going to be using that. And with that, we're going to be making a green tree and a pink tree. So I am using two colors from the Rainbow Splash, Ballet and Princess, and we're going to be using Dragon Fruit from Concord and Ninth. So we're going to be using this stamp set. We're going to be using possibly these. I'm not for sure yet. It depends on what I'm thinking about the card at the end. We're going to be using the Holiday Stacks. This was from last year. Kathy Zilski, such an awesome designer. We're going to be using the Twinkling Stars embossing folder, and we're going to be using some white cardstock. So let me go ahead and get all of this cleared off, and we'll start by doing the stamping of the trees. So I'll be right back for that. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to go ahead and do the green tree first. And I thought that I would... I needed to test this out to see exactly how this stamped because I wanted to make sure I was doing it right. And what I found, there is a guide on the back to let you know how to do this, but I kind of found it easier to go from this one to the lightest, so darkest to the lightest. So that's what I'm going to do today. So we'll do the greens first, and we'll go ahead and load this up into the MISTI. This is the Waffle Flowers Sticky Matte. It's pretty great. And then what we'll do is we'll go ahead and start out with a 3. So go ahead and get that laid down. Here we go. And then we're going to take Emerald and get this stamped out. So make sure you press nice. Make sure you get a good impression. That looks pretty good. We'll just spray this down with some water. And then as you can see, I've been playing already because I wanted to try to get this to understand how the layering worked. So we'll go ahead and clean that off. And then we'll get A2 going. Then there's like little spaces here so you can see where to put the tree. And you'll see as you put this together how they line up. All right, so we'll go ahead. We're going to take grass. Get this nice and inked up. Looks good. Spray this down with some water. I try to just tap when I do this when I have a paper towel because if I scrape, it tends to pull paper towel into the stamp, and I don't like that because then you just have to clean it even more. And then last but not least, we have A1. And this is going to go right here. Let's see. Now this one's a little harder to line up. I think this is it right there. Yeah, there we go. And we're going to finish this off with lime. There we go. That looks pretty dang good. I really like that. Wow. It's pretty, I don't want to say realistic, but it looks kind of artsy and realistic at the same time. Does that make sense, you guys? What word am I looking for? Leave a comment down below and let me know which word I'm looking for. All right, so we're going to go ahead and take off the green, and then I'll get prepped up for the pink, and I'll be right back. Okay, so we're back reset for the pink tree. I thought I would do like a non-traditional color just to see what that would be like. So we are going to go ahead and get that done. And I didn't have, the rainbow splash didn't come with 3 pinks, so I decided to use Dragon Fruit from Concord and Ninth, Princess, and Ballet. So we'll see how that turns out. I'm not for sure if the pinks will kind of line up or not. Whoops. Looks like my mat might need to be wiped off pretty soon. I've been using it a lot. Let's rub that down. All right. All right, let's use the dragon fruit first. Looks like I missed a few spots here. It'll probably blend in, but I think I just want to... There we go. A2. Let's find the position for this. Let's try that. The pink seemed to be a little harder than the green. Not for sure why. All right, let's go in with Princess. Ooh, these might be too close related, you guys. We'll test it out and see, but there we go. Might still work out, never know. You have to keep going, play around until you find something that works. It's not always the best way to go, but you know, you got to have fun a little bit to see how things work. So that looks okay. I'm not for sure if I will use this or not. I think the colors are a little too close. I need to find some pinks that are a little off. We'll see how this dries and we'll go from there. But what I'll do is I'll go ahead and clean the desk up and then we'll move on to the next step. Okay, you guys, I totally forgot that these trees also come with some decorations. We have some garland and it looks like some snow drops here. So I think I'm going to do gold for the garland. So I'm going to go ahead and take this off. And then we'll place this onto the tree. Because we don't want any embossing powder to stick to this. Rub it down. And then just get this stamped out. There we go. And we'll remove that. Get our very official embossing powder catcher here. And we are going to use gold. I will use this Lawn Fawn gold. Get that poured on. And then what I'll do is I'll heat emboss this off camera and we'll take a look and see what it looks like then. Okay, before we go into the next step, I just wanted to show you guys how this turned out. So I think that looks awesome. It has some gold. And you guys, I gave it time for the pink one to dry, and I think it looks pretty good. We're going to go with it. I did that in gold also. And then I also did an extra green on the side and just did that with silver so you guys could see that as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up for the next step, so I'll be right back. Okay everyone, so my idea is with this card is to take this die and actually die cut it from the top of this tree. And then what I'll do is take this die 3 additional times on white cardstock so that we can make some dimension and make this pop up. So I'm going to run this through the die cutting machine just to show you what it looks like. And then off screen, I'll go ahead and die cut it 3 additional times on white cardstock so that we can see what the next step will be. So let's take a look and see what this is going to look like. I mean, it's not going to look groundbreaking, but I think it'll look pretty cool. So there we go. We have all this cut out here. I'll pop all of those out because I'm going to stack all of those on top of the white pieces. So I'll be back in a little bit. It's going to take me some time. In the magic of video and electronics and YouTube space and time, I'll be back in like a half a second. So be right back. Okay, so as you can see, I've gotten all the letters completed here. Let me scoot these over so you guys can see them. And I do have them all glued. I decided actually to do 4 layers. 3 layers just wasn't enough, so I just did 1 more layer. And I did it with a thicker cardstock so that it would look okay. Now, what I want to do is take this piece here, and I'm going to run it through the die cutting machine in the Twinkling Stars embossing folder. So I'm going to do that offline, and I'll be right back to show you what that looks like. Okay, so I ran this through the die cutting machine, so let's see what this looks like. Oh, wow. I really like how this looks. Check that out. It has the stars on there. That's really cool. I like that. All right. So, and also what I did is this is cut to 4 by 5 1/4. And then what I decided to do was take the matching ink color of emerald of the cardstock that there is, and I'm going to glue this on top of there, exactly like that. So let's go ahead and do that now. We're just going to take our My Sweet Petunia precision glue tool and get this nice and glued down. I like this tool because it has a very fine point on it, so I'm able to get into small areas with that point, and you know, the glue doesn't kind of leak out from that. So there we go. I think that's going to be good. And then we'll go ahead and put this down onto the card panel, and we'll just make sure that it's nice and even. The good thing is that we're using liquid glue, so we have a little bit of room to get things done. All right, so now all I'm going to do is basically take each one of these letters, I'm going to put some glue on the back of it, I'm just going to stick them in like a little puzzle piece. So I'm not going to show like every time that I'm not going to show this whole thing for you. So I will go ahead and do the first letter here. This is the A. And we'll just place that on there. And then place it where it needs to go, like it's a puzzle. And it's going to look a little bit raised. So I think that'll look really cool. Let me go ahead and attach all of these onto the card, and we'll be back. Okay, everyone, I have all the letters completed here. I do have them glued in. And as you can see, they are raised. Maybe if this will focus. You can see that it's raised off of the card base. And now what we'll do is we'll just go ahead and get this glued down to a card base, and this card will be done. Let's see. Yeah, so we're just going to glue this down here. And there we go. There's card number 1. And then I'm going to make something with the pink one as well. So I'll be back in a moment so we can discuss how we're going to use the pink one. Okay, so for this one, I did cut out the matching paper princess for this card. And I'm going to I'm actually going to glue this down to this card base. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of these sentiments and I'm going to stamp that along the bottom of this tree. So I'm going to get it set up so that we can do that. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to use the sentiment Joy to the World. And we're going to place that onto the card here. And then now I just need to decide if I want to do this in pink or black. I think I'm going to go with the pink. And we'll see how that goes. So, all right, let's get this stamped over here. It's a new stamp, so of course it gets stuck to the paper. Let's just make sure this is still pretty even. Yeah, it still looks good. All right. We're not going to press too hard because we don't want it to be smushed. Yeah, and I think that looks good. I like that. So that'll dry down a little bit. It'll be a bit lighter. And so we have this card complete. Let's see. So we will get this glued down. Actually, I'm going to put some foam tape on this and pop this up, I think. I think that would be better. This is some Altenew foam tape here. Get this stuck down to the card. Then we will put this on a card base. And this card will be done. This one would be pretty easy to mass produce, you guys. It's very simple. The longest part would probably just be getting the tree lined up. But outside of that, I think it would be, once you got used to it, you can make it happen pretty quickly. And there we go. We have card number 2. So there we go. We made 2 cards with this set. I really enjoyed using this product. I really do like this tree only because it looks kind of real but artistic at the same time. I'm really not sure how to describe it. But anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. And then all of the products that I used will be linked down in the description below, so make sure that you go check those out. Also, thank you to Simon Says Stamp for sending over me some of the products from your latest release. I really appreciate that as well. And then lastly, make sure you thumbs up this video, you leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Which card did you enjoy the most? And also, what are your Christmas colors? Which ones do you like? Some people like pink and gold, some people like blue and silver, some people like purple and gold. Do you have colors that you enjoy for Christmas? Also, please click that bell so you'll get notification that a new video is out. And check me out over on Instagram and Facebook by searching for Bromero Cards. So until next time, everyone, have a great day. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.